I have been exposing the work of darkness. As a result, the enemy keeps shooting me with arrow of sickness. I encounter great attack of the enemy, that would kill others, but the Lord preserved me. I am attacked by dark power like Prince of Demon Beelzebub and the devil himself, because I exercise authority and destroy their works. Given that I know how the spirit world work, I often disrupt their meeting by sealing the 4 magic square, and these prayers cause counterattack from the enemy. I used to attend gathering of Lucifer, in the cosmic world where the Black Sabbath take place. I saw great people of human society including Michael Jackson that was a general in white magic, but I was in secretism, which is all the forms of magic put together. White magic is ruling the world through secret order. White magic was brought to Africa by European. In this magic people are killed indirectly. In comparison to black magic, white magic require you to study and read many books. Western philosophy is white magic. That is why the scripture warn us in these terms, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. World-famous philosophy, scientists and intelligent men of the past that has influenced humanity were in white magic, and they are the ones who brought white magic in Africa. These men of science fooled people saying they are in search of knowledge and mystery that are not in the Bible, yet the Bible say, in whom are hidden all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. All the richest treasures of wisdom and knowledge are embedded in the Bible. Brethren, a gospel concert was held last Sabbath by the so-called Christian gospel singer Brother Mike. The 80,000-seat stadium was packed beyond capacity with believers and those of outside, that came supposedly to glorify the Lord. But an incident happened in this Christian gathering where men and women had died asphyxiated, and it was total horror. I watched a scene of this praise in the stadium, and I saw the singer making diabolic signs and symbol. I am here to warn believers to glorify and praise God at home. Don't go to the so-called Christian concert. This concert held on Saturday, which is a day where Lucifer gathers Satanists in the capital of hell. Saturday, a day of the god Saturn, is influenced by the god of music Sankei, the demon Taba of cigarette, and the demon of impure pleasure Asmodee. Let me warn that people will continue to die, for the enemy took over Christian music industry. The onslaught will continue. The ancient gods are demanding human blood and human flesh. The Lord was never in this praise gathering in the stadium. Infernal gods were present to collect souls of the innocent offered in human sacrifice. We must be extremely vigilant, pray and ask for discernment, in order to attract the crowds. Often celebrity come to the concert hall on the even draw a pentagram or hexagram. He would pee on the side of the shape. Then he spread the perfume on the ground to bewitch the coming crowds. He would invoke the underground demon Persephone, for attraction, and he would also summon the prince of the power air called Uranus, for the attraction of the air. Then he will go to the boulevard when people are sleeping to do ritual and cause accident. He would be handed the demon Johnny Walker bottle to be filled with human blood. When the celebrity want to maintain the level, he will have to offer his parent. They are asked to offer barrel of blood, but many falter and become crazy. All these Saturday there are concert in the city, but you must stop going to concert. This is a dangerous time. We are in November, a month ruled by Hecate. Already Saturday is the day of Black Mass, the gathering of Satanists of the world around Lucifer. Every store day offering of human blood is offered to the dragon. The Bible say, for the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours. Satan is willing to give in these 3 things: kingdom, power and glory, and he told the Lord, I shall give to you all this power and their glory, for it has been handed over to me, and I may give it to whomever I wish. In every sphere of human life, such as politic, religion, academia and media, people are in search of power, glory and reign, and they are flocking to the prince of this world, for he is willing to give them these things in exchange for their souls. Even so-called Christian singers are entering in covenant with the enemy for power, glory and reign. We must be careful with so-called Christian song and singers. Few are in the truth, but the majority are with Queen of Heaven. Amos 5 verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols. Take away from me the noise of your songs, to the melody of your harps I will not listen. Away with your noisy hymns, The siren Hecate is a goddess that gives celebrity power of enchantment. Even churches of Satan in pursuit of the crowds resort to Hecate to bewitch people to fill their churches. Her purpose is simple: to kill, steal and destroy. When men in pursuit of wealth and power come to the enemy, after offering blood they are received in his 3 temples. The first temple is the White House under the Bermuda Triangle where Lucifer and Maya rule. The second temple is under Britain, where the goddess of divination Hecate rule. The third temple is India basement, where the prime of Satan Lucifuge rule. This evil ruled called Lucifuge is more furious than the evil one himself. These temples are megapole and fortress that ruled the earth. It's in these temples that the devil give reign, power and glory. All he need is human blood and flesh. People keep coming to the devil for reign, glory and power. When pastors come to the enemy he give them mascot, pentacle, talisman, and then he give them his signs, symbol like hexagram that would allow other adepts to identify them. Psalm 74 verse 4. Thine enemies roar in the midst of thy congregations. They set up their ensigns for signs, but we don't need sign, for the true worshipper will worship God in spirit and truth. For those who attended these concerts you need prayer. It is not too late. Even though your soul is bent it will be straightened through prayer. And, behold, there was a woman which had a spirit of infirmity 18 years, and was bowed together, and could in no wise lift up herself. Psalm 57 verse 6. They spread a net for my feet, they have set a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down, they dug a pit before me, they themselves have fallen into the midst of it. There was a net deployed in that stadium and souls are caught in that net and bent. Psalm 145 verse 14. The Lord upholds all who fall and lifts up all who are bowed down. The eyes of all look to you, and you give them their food at the proper time. You open your hand and satisfy the desires of every living thing. Celebrity want to be famous, but in order to be famous you must sit on the table of idols and demons, where human blood and flesh is demanded by ancient God. In order to become famous you must shed human blood on the table of demon. You can sing well, but unless you work with the demon's mode of impure pleasure there is no fame. Other enter into covenant with the king of Kabbalistic music called Sankei. These gods have a purpose that is to kill, steal and destroy. Fame and power come from the table of sacrifice. In order to get the stadium full to capacity the singer signed a pact with demon. Demon are not interested in money or material, they want human blood and flesh to be consumed. When we were sleeping, this is what the celebrity had to do to fill the stadium after signing pact. He went to public places to throw powder, evening beauty, madness for love or Perla Pepin in the city roundabout, crossroad. Then he invoked the god of the dead's Manus, the king of the souls of dead ancestors, worshipped as benevolent spirits, that will send the deads to fill the stadium in exchange for human sacrifice. For ancient god who consider human blood their favorite juice, not all the people that attend musical concert are human. The deads also come to attend the concert of musical celebrity in exchange for blood. Beside the infernal divinity of the dead Manus, when people signed pact with demon for fame or success, one of the 3 stones of success and glory, either you receive the white stone, called the relic, the black stone of Islam called the Kaaba, or the philosopher's stones. 3 stones are given to men by the devil for success. The white stone that is called relic in Catholic magic, it's the department of the goddess Our Lady of the World Armstrong. A relic is the remain of a Catholic saint. It is a bone of a Catholic saint preserved for veneration. The singer placed the white stone in the middle of the stadium. As a result, the spirit of saint would appear and release a smell that will attract people to attend the concert. Great teacher of music don't have fame because they are unwilling to sit on the table of demon to offer human blood and flesh, the drink and food of demon, and the devil make sure that food and juice does not lack for his demon. When human blood and flesh decrease, the devil get furious, deploy magnetic fluid to cause death all over the world to recoup human blood and flesh. People who attended this concert have their name written in the black book of condemnation, and unless they come to Christ their name will be written in the red book of death, because of the gods of death Madam Kali, that is marking people for death. Those who are in the black book are waiting for their death, and the day of their death is set. The number of souls agreed by the celebrity must be reached. The entity already examined the crowds to find weak spirit, and the spirit of death will be following those who are marked for death. If you have attended these concerts, find a pastor that will pray and erase your name from the black book of condemnation and the red book of death. Many have died in the stadium, but other will die later, for they have received the mark of death. They will die in accident, sickness and other means, and these souls have gone and are going to the world Armstrong and the kingdom of slaves to do hard labor. They have become servant spirit. The world is falling in deep darkness. Many churches and pastors are in the occult. People are dying in the stadium. Churches around the stadium, you can seal the corner of the stadium. This is called Magic Square. Often before the concert, this celebrity come to agreement with the god of Kabbalistic music to offer sacrifice immediately, during the concert and after the concert. Blood will be spilled on that day, and during the concert people will die, and after the concert a number of people will be marked for death to avoid suspicion. Death will come a set